Welcome to Bull Shark, a fast-paced card game full of bluffing, tricking, and stealing.
My brother and I are sure that the quick-to-learn, hard-to-master gameplay of Bull Shark will hook you right away.
Win the game by getting rid of all the cards in your hand or by collecting 3 pearls. Every time you bluff successfully, you get a pearl. But beware, getting caught in a bluff will force you to take all the cards in the pile.
There are many powerful action cards, but the strongest of all is the Vicious Bull Shark, a trap that punishes whoever reveals it. Pay attention to your friends as they play. Are they bluffing, telling the truth, or tricking you into revealing their trap?
1-5.
He's already got 2 pearls, so if he gets away with a lie, then he wins. But wait, he could be baiting me into revealing a bull shark, which would net him the last pearl. I gotta look for any tell in his facial expression. What's he thinking?
I should call her.
Here's why you should support it today. Simple rules, complex gameplay, variations of each number card, over 40 pieces of beautifully painted artwork, unique fun facts for all the featured species. Fast gameplay means you can play multiple rounds in one sitting, multiple paths to victory, quick turn of fortune.
I'm so glad we grabbed this game instead of food or water.
It's so fun you can hardly tell 4 weeks have passed since the shipwreck.
For real though, I will be eating one of you tonight. Find the perfect balance of truth and bluffs to your friends in bullshit. Bullshit.
Let me take it from here, buddy. Find the perfect balance of truth and bluffs to fool your friends in Bull Shark.
That's what I said.
Is it?
With gorgeous art, fast-paced yet complex gameplay, and great practice for your poker face, Bullshit is the perfect game to with your friends. Bullshit. The game with the bullshit. I'm saying bullshit. S-H.
Whoa, watch your tongue, buddy. There are children watching.
I'm not swearing. I'm saying bullshit. Why is it me but not you? Gah!
Let me wrap this up. Bull Shark, the bluffing game with a bite. Pre-order now.
Ugh! This is bullshit. Wait, no, wait. And that's another thing I inherited from Dad. NPC dialogue. The best way I can describe it is that I have little scripts in my mind, and when a situation reminds me of a story or fun fact, I always say the exact same story in the exact same way. For example, did you know that a trespasser could sue you if they got attacked on your property because the beware of dog sign implies that you know the dog is dangerous? So you're better off getting a dog on premises sign. Did you know that on an early test run of Space Mountain, the test dummies came out without heads? The entire ride is also filled with high-power fans that blow in your face and make you feel like you're going way faster than you really are, but you'd never know because you're in the dark. Did you know that if your brain hears the same information as little as 2 or 3 times, it will probably believe it, even if there's no factual evidence to back it up? Did you know that the moon landing was faked? Did you know that the actor actually broke his toe right there, so the scream was real? Yes, I know! I've heard these sound bites 100 times before! Get some new material! From as far back as I can remember, my dad has been a Bob the Builder, I can fix it type fella. And he always tried to make fun stuff for us while growing up. He made a train table for me, a half pipe for my brothers, a deck for our house, a multi-level treehouse with a zip line, and installed a rope swing to the tree out front. And in most cases, he's able to fix things that aren't working. Except his son's attention spans. Or his own. Nobody can. But this blessing can become a curse when something stumps him. I think fixing things is so integral to his essence that once he starts fixing, he can't stop.
Come on, you piece of crap! Gosh, the frick, dang it!
Dad, it's okay. Just calm down.
I'm completely calm! I can see that.
Having a powerful imagination was a good thing in many ways, but this also meant that I was scared very easily. Taking the trash out in the dark felt like a life or death experience. I was convinced that an evil clown or alien would kill me if I didn't do it as fast as I could. And of course, when I turned out the last light in the house, I had to run to my room as fast as I could so that a shadow demon wouldn't catch me. Even as an adult, I avoid horror movies. It's just not worth it to me. I'd rather be happy and sleep well. But I wasn't just susceptible to scary things in movies. I also fell victim to fear-mongering stories designed to make me more obedient from my parents.
This is Santa. If you're a good boy, he'll give you a present at Christmas.
Awesome!
And this is the boogeyman. If you're a bad boy and disobey us, he'll kill you. Slowly and painfully. He'll violently rip your arms off and use them to bash your head in.
My dad really told me that if I played too many games on the GameCube, that it would take over my mind and I'd never be able to stop playing. This scared me to my core, and it's the reason I didn't start playing a lot of video games until I was 14. But there is something to be said about how good it was for me to play outside all the time. I am grateful that I didn't fry all my dopamine receptors with an iPad at age 5. Instead, I spent my time in glorious nature eating dirt. I wanted to win something for once. I just hadn't found the right game yet. Mario Kart. I don't consider myself to be a very competitive person, but as you've seen here today, video games are the exception, especially Mario Kart. Fortunately, my spirit of competition is well placed because I'm amazing at Mario Kart and you can't beat me. But I wasn't always this way. It all started, of course, with Mario Kart DS. My brothers and I would race each other for dominance, but I didn't understand the drift mechanics, so I would just kind of turn and throw bananas, and I could never beat my brothers. When they finally did show me how to drift, it took a lot of getting used to. You have to wiggle the D-pad back and forth in order to build up a charge that boosts you forward, and it was really hard for me to manage that while controlling the trajectory of my turns at such a young age. Clearly, I had much to learn. That being said, this was the first time that becoming better than my brothers at something didn't seem impossibly out of reach. I wanted to win at something for once, and I could feel the potential within myself. I wanted to be player one, so I hunkered down and continued my training arc. Wait, I'm first! I'm gonna win! Isn't just good with tools, he's also eerily good with computers. I'm a little skeptical about the supernatural, but one inexplicable thing that remains true is that technology just works better when Dad is present.
The send email button is broken. I keep clicking it and it won't work.
You just gotta click send.
That's what I was doing! Why did it work for you?
This is such a double whammy, cause it makes you look stupid even though you were doing the exact thing that Dad did. But the computer just likes him better, I guess. I wouldn't be surprised if I learned that Dad has Fix-It Felix's magic hammer secretly on his person at all times. Let me tell you about the only fight Bo has ever been in. So there we were at the dog park. Bo was having a grand old time frolicking with the other dogs. Then in walks a Great Pyrenees. For anyone that doesn't know, a Great Pyrenees is basically the closest you can get to legally owning a polar bear. He was a big boy, and his name was Wallace. Now, Bo is usually good with other dogs, but sometimes when there's a dog that's bigger than him, he feels threatened and wants to establish dominance. Bo saw Wallace and immediately decided to F around, and believe me when I tell you, he found out. Bo ran over and jumped up to put his paws on top of Wallace. Wallace didn't like that. They started angrily barking and fighting, and the other owner and I quickly separated them. But Wallace wanted to set the record straight. He walked over to Bo and placed his paw on his shoulder as if to say,
"Do you feel in charge?"
Bo didn't like that. Bo growled and then jumped up to attack, but Wallace simply plowed into Bo and threw him flat on his back. No dog was hurt, but needless to say, Bo got humbled that day and hasn't tried anything like that since.
Hey, bud. I know the dentist's office can be a little scary, but don't worry. You're in good hands. Let me help you into that seat, and then after I'm done, I'll let you pick a toy from the toy chest.
Okay.
Does this hurt?
No.
What about this?
A little.
Uh-huh, and this?
Ow!
How about this? And a little bit of that? And this?
Help, Mom! Help!
What about this? Huh? Does that hurt? How about some of this? Does that hurt? Does that hurt? You did such a good job. Look at that smile.
Oh, what a pretty smile. Good job, sweetheart. I'll get you a treat on the way home.
Don't forget to floss. That way, next time won't hurt as bad.
As I studied, I even found a forbidden shortcut. On the Maka Woohoo course, if you use a mushroom to boost off the track at the right angle, you'll land in an out-of-bounds area that corresponds to a much later part of the map. So, when Lakitu saves you, he thinks you're further along than you really were, so he puts you there, allowing you to skip ahead of everyone else. The first time I pulled this trick on my brothers was hilarious.
Haha, eat my dust, losers.
Little did Brody know, history was about to change. I'm pretty shy when getting to know people, and then all of a sudden, boom, I become the silliest goose of all time. You can tell how comfortable I am around you based on how annoying I'm being. There's a direct correlation there. Because of this, I've always had a small but very close circle of friends that I really connect well with. But when I was young, I didn't know how to make friends, so I was given a pre-packaged, parent-approved circle of friends because our moms were friends and they'd get together and let us Rugrats play. Hey guys, let's pretend we're wolves. Yeah! Luckily, I grew out of this, unlike some of you. I guess pain really is beauty. It takes a lot of work to look this good. But at least it's over now.
Hey, by the way, I just scheduled your wisdom teeth removal surgery.
Wisdom teeth. Why do they call them wisdom teeth? Those teeth are obviously stupid idiots because they're going the wrong freaking way. Vestigial structures, useless body parts, are so stupid, and some of them actually hurt you. Your appendix can blow up and kill you for no reason. Your wisdom teeth sprout out of nowhere and ruin your other straight teeth. And don't even get me started on the tailbone. These things have no purpose. That's just bad character design. But one of my art projects backfired badly. I decided that the next time I visited my friends that I wanted us all to pretend that we were Sonic characters. My brother Brody had shown me how to draw Sonic, so I drew a bunch of Sonics with different props and different colors. I basically drew a bunch of Sonic OCs, do not steal. And I wanted to staple the papers together into a book so that I could bring it to my friend's house and we could all pick which one we wanted to pretend to be. I grabbed the stapler and I stapled it directly onto my thumb. And at that moment, I finally understood why cartoon injuries were animated like this. Because that's how it felt.
My finger has a heartbeat.
I like Winston, but Bo is just objectively better in every way. Watch.
Welcome. What's your name?
You're a singer? Okay. Good luck. Thank you so much for auditioning on the show and for singing such a beautiful song. And even though you haven't competed, you've already won.
Good evening. What is your name?
Do you sing for a living? All right, sing for us.
My mom did a great job teaching me. She made learning fun with field trips and games, and the one-on-one teaching worked very well for me. I couldn't do what she did. I'm horrified by how quickly my future kids' math homework will be beyond my knowledge. Instead of experiencing the rite of passage of crying at the kitchen table as their dad tries to help them with their math assignment, they'll have the unique experience of crying with their dad about the math assignment. What is 7 times 6? I'm genuinely asking. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Started resorting to more drastic measures to try and beat my brothers. There's a mini game where you have to mash the A button as fast as you can, and I decided to tip the scales in my favor. I grabbed a massage gun and put it on max speed on my palm, which caused my fingers to vibrate insanely fast. Then I put my finger on the A button and
I also loved it when my parents would let me get Harry Potter Legos, because then I got to build the magical world I loved so much. I liked being able to build cool stuff. Legos are cool. Wow, Bryson, you still build Legos? Grow up. Legos are toys. I warned you.
It's a highly sophisticated interlocking brick system.
The box for this one said ages 8 to 14.
That's a suggestion.
I finally had all my adult teeth, and my dental troubles were over. Or so I thought. A year later, my family moved. I thought I was in the clear until Mom took me to another orthodontist.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the first set of braces really did anything. I mean, only an idiot would put braces on baby teeth. Yeah, I would recommend getting new braces now that the adult teeth are in.
Bryson, I think we should do it. I want you to have a pretty smile.
I think you should do it too, Bryson. I'll make a lot of money if you do.
Guys, my smile is fine.
Well, let's look at the x-rays. You have a pretty pronounced overbite that causes a lot of problems later in life. You should be grateful that your mom wants to pay to fix your teeth. You kind of have like a Bart Simpson lip going on, and we would want to get that fixed.
The next morning, Mom took me to the pet store and got me another one. I named him Oreo, and he lived a long, happy, natural hamster life of 2 years. They don't live that long. Also, one time I was at a friend's house, and he had 2 little twin brothers. They were given 2 pet guinea pigs the day before, but they had already died because the boys were convinced that guinea pigs could fly, so they took them on the trampoline and tested their theory. Rest in peace. Anyway, at that time, I also had a pet guinea pig named Link, and the boys with tears in their eyes asked, "Our guinea pigs died. Can we have your guinea pig?" And that was when I learned the valuable lesson of how to say no to people.